What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another episode of the most boring franchise series on YouTube, because every game's a blowout. Okay, listen, please. I want it to be entertaining. I do. I want it to be different. Some people want me to go back to old gen. We're not going to do that. We tried, default sliders, and everything was terrible. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try it out and work our way down. This is absolutely going to suck. I'm not going to turn up, we'll do 75 on their defense. And we'll leave everything for me on 50. Hopefully I get railed. Also, I came back. I haven't recorded in 5 or so days. It was good to take some time off and be at home back in New Jersey with my family. My Khalil Mack, whatever, fell off the wall, hit my LED strip. So now my LED strip doesn't light up the entire back anymore. I ordered some new ones. It's coming. Look at this. It's 2 inches of LED light right there. 2 inches. The metal poster came down, broke the entire thing almost. I would have rather that it was all the way broken instead of just 2 inches that worked. Because I'm like, what's the point? Anyway, hit that subscribe button if you're new. We're in week 16. We got the Chargers. It's a 4:05 game. And we'll do some scouting because, listen, I think there's a general consensus going on that this could be the final season because it is getting a bit stale. We don't want to crush every game. I have a twist in mind that could change things and really, really shake things up. Terrain Watkins looks all right. I mean, maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll start a new franchise. I'm not sure. But I know that the team's already really, really good, and we struggled a lot to get these games competitive at all. Hopefully this game it's a different story. Hopefully the Chargers put up a good fight. It isn't a massacre, and we have a fun time overall. I mean, that's really what you want. I want this to be entertaining. I want it to be fun. I don't want it to be stale. We're 50-plus episodes in now. This should be episode 54. I know series fatigue could be a thing, but sometimes the best seasons of shows are as you get deeper into them. And that's what I want this to feel like. I want it to be like a show. I want you guys to be invested and still entertained overall. So I think the combination of me not playing Madden gameplay in 2 weeks and not playing or recording a video at all in 5-6 days, maybe I'll be pretty bad, combined with these new ridiculous sliders. As DJ Chark's on an island with, was that Casey Hayward? We're going to try to expose that first play of the game. I think he burned. Inside. Doesn't catch it. That was Chris Harris Jr., actually. He made up a lot of ground. This game could be very, very difficult. We're going to see. We're going to see. I still want to be able to score, but I don't know if our defense is going to be able to get a stop. And I don't think we're going to break any tackles. Kenneth Murray wrapping up Aaron Jones there. 3rd and 16. I think we got that. It's the big tight end, DeMarcus Holmes. Nice tackle by Derwin James, but that is a great way to get the first down. Huge gain over the middle for 29 to the second-year tight end out of Miami. We're going to threaten the run here and take a shot over the top if it presents itself. It depends what the coverage is going to be. But I think we have DeMarcus Holmes wide open. That ball hung up in the air, but DeMarcus Holmes comes back to the football, bodies out Derwin James, is pushed to the ground after. Can we get a flag? But comes down with it. I mean, he's one of the biggest playmakers on this team, and he proves that week in and week out. Finding the lanes with Aaron Jones. 6 or 7 yards, maybe. That looked more like 7 than 6, but they're calling it. Have our offensive lineman just maul up the middle. Jones sneaks underneath, stretches, and gets a touchdown. 1 drive, 1 touchdown for this Jags team. So we're going to come back on defense, try to make a stop. 18th touchdown of the year for number 33. Big free agent signing after year 1, and it was well worth it. He's been phenomenal, not only this year, but last year. This probably his best season as a pro overall. I mean, 18 rushing touchdowns is legit. But now Justin Herbert, the LA Chargers retake the field and try to see what they can do. Offense coming out for the first time. We need our defense to step up and counter them, but it might be very, very difficult. I'm also aware that usering is an issue and a reason that our defense is so good because I take away so many different reads. Okay, it is apparent that our defense is going to be non-existent today after that run. Looked like Austin Eckler was just destroyed in the backfield. That play was over before it started, but no, just easily navigates his way through, finds a space, gets 8. Oh, huge hit by Ronnie Harrison. There is a flag, though. Holding, is it Trey Pipkins, the Sioux Falls legend? Spencer Pulley, ex-Giants center at this point. I saw Pipkins have his hands up. Thought maybe he was at fault there. But no, it was the center. 1st and 17. Run up the middle. Eckler broken tackle, but we're right there with Ronnie Harrison. I mean, 1st and 17 run is peculiar because it sets up 2nd and 13. It's almost a guaranteed passing situation if the Chargers want to score. As we're trying to remain deep. And that one is a nice play by Sidney Jones, but he just doesn't finish. Jumped the route, couldn't find the football. Keenan Allen hauls it in and moves the chains for the Chargers, who are moving. This offense has been tough to contain so far in just his first drive, but there's still a lot of game time left. And that is a deep shot to the end zone, but out of reach for Keenan Allen and Ronnie Harrison out of the back of the end zone. Moving Ronnie Harrison feels like driving a city bus, by the way. He is not very reactive, especially when I sit in a strafe. Over the middle, and that is a touchdown. I dragged him in with Ronnie Harrison. I dragged him right in. CJ Henderson was all over him. That is Ivory, young receiver for the Chargers. Touchdown. Starks has got to be the least exciting return man in the league, but he's just consistently decent. Like, you want to return to the 26 every time. 3rd string running back. Starks is in there. I don't even know his first name. I'll be honest with you. I won't even pretend. I always want to call him James Starks because of the old running back who was named James Starks. That is not who that is. I don't know if a screen's a good move here. It wasn't. And we're just barely able to throw it away there. Do we have a mismatch there? DeMarcus Holmes is unbelievable. You cannot match up. You want a comparison to a tight end that plays like that? Look at Kyle Pitts out of Florida. I mean, DeMarcus Holmes is nearly unguardable. As we get it to Dennis Peoples, I mean, he was so stunned by the press of Nasir Adderley. It was a press, bump, action, and he just didn't really recover. I thought that was going to be an interception. Tight end, DeMarcus Holmes. You cannot stop him. In the zone now is Minshew Mania. I want a deep cross from Dennis Peoples. Split the safeties. Check down. Look at DeMarcus Holmes, man. We're basically throwing to one guy. It was the Dennis Peoples show for all last year. DeMarcus Holmes, not exactly an afterthought, right? But compared to what has been one of the most electric starts to any career ever for Dennis Peoples, DeMarcus Holmes really wasn't targeted quite as much as we go to him again. But this year, I mean, it's changed. It's changed a lot. We have an electric tight end, constant mismatch. We go to him. First round pick, you thought maybe, hey, why are you taking a tight end in the first round? Well, the size, the speed, the ability to go up and high point the football, go up and get it. He's proven his value in the first round 10 times over. And this time they're kind of covering him. Rolling out. We're just going to throw it away. It's a smart throw. We can't even throw an interception with Gambler. I got to know my ability. I just got to launch that into traffic there. Sounds ridiculous to say, but that's exactly what I need to do. It's impossible to throw a pick. High point. DeMarcus Holmes can't get 2 feet down. Drag the feet, man. We're going to have to settle for a field goal. It's going to be 10-7 Jacksonville. No reason to panic. But if we allow a touchdown to the Chargers every single drive, we've already lost. Man coverage on a zig. That's too hard to ask. That's a huge hit, but Taylor Gabriel's able to hold on. Man coverage. Ronnie Harrison's just way too slow for that. I did the best I could, but we're playing off coverage there. There was just no way that was going to work. And now it's one-on-one. I'm torched. I'm torched. Ronnie Harrison is so slow. I need to play that farther back. It's a 66-yard touchdown for the Chargers. And I'm having some struggles using the safety. Not going to lie. That time, a little bit my fault. The time before, like, there's really not much I can do with the Taylor Gabriel completion. Herbert aired it out down the field, and the first step was in and not back, and that was my mistake. Ran a go route. Got to respect that down the right sideline, especially with where our corner is playing the flat, and we just got absolutely torched. I knew it immediately, too. Tried to recover, but with 86, maybe even 87 speed Ronnie Harrison has now, after an upgrade, it's a losing battle. There's no way. There's no way. He doesn't have the closing speed. This is stacked box. Can we win like this? Well, that's not what I want. I don't even know where to go with this. How about Colin Johnson? I don't even know how we found him in that, but we got it to him. He's not really. I mean, it's kind of just like completely covered, but it doesn't matter because the linebacker. They're playing zone coverage. Drew Tranquill's nowhere to be found, but now our starting center's down and injured. Well, that's not good. That's a great throw for Minshew to lead Peoples into the open area, and that's great blocking from our interior offensive line. No Brandon Linder, no problem. Hit pointer will return soon. Well, our backup is terrible. It's KC McDermott, and he's coming in, and he's probably going to be super bad. We'll see what happens here. And we're sacked. I mean, nothing really got open there. Melvin Ingram, heater at the QB. Lobbing it up, and of course, DJ Chark's bumped. We're going to get DPI. We're getting into field goal range. That's not even good, man. It's not even good. I think we would have had a touchdown. Moves the chains, though, of course. So even if we don't convert, still in field goal range. And it seems like this defense is absolutely screaming at us. And, geez, Casey McDermott just recovered the fumble. I need to get rid of the ball faster. Dupree on the sack. I had open guys. I need to get rid of the football. And now it's 2nd and 20. Maybe should leave in Aaron Jones to block. I got to step up. Minshew slow. Check down. Not even close. I'm tempted to run the ball here and not get sacked. We're going to streak Dennis Peoples. Go out there and make a play. We got the running back out of the backfield. Aaron Jones, nice catch. That's fine. We're not going to force the ball into traffic. It's 4th and 4. We're going to stay in this football game with a field goal. That's fine. That's totally fine. Down by 1, 14-13. That Chargers pass rush really, really started to get to me. Need to go with some shorter routes in those spots. But I recognize the failure of the drive. So we'll come back out next drive. We'll capitalize in the way that we know how. And we just got to stop stretching the field in those spots when it's not open. I can't force it on some of those downs. 2nd and 20. Like, okay, you don't really have much of a choice. But on 1st and 10, we don't really have to try anything. I'm getting frustrated and worried that what if they run a go route and I'm not expecting it? And I'm looking at the other side. They hit me with, streaker, deep post up the seam. I'm done. I mean, what am I going to do? Maybe we try to get fancy up the seam. But after this play, it's going to be a nice little trap play to Aaron Jones, and he just can't fight through contact. Let's go power at Joey Bosa. I feel like we have the numbers to that side, especially behind Bronson Rechsteiner. We're going to take it up the middle and just take what the defense gives us, 1st down. We don't really need to try to bounce that out and get more. Just move the chains, live to die another day. Jones. Hey, I'll take that. 8-9 yards. Jones off to a pretty nice start. 8 rushes for 45 and a TD. And then 2nd and 1. This is when you take your shots. Because you know you have a guy that can get it on 3rd downs. But it's not even going to matter. Laviska Shenault. Easy conversion. Clock's going to keep ticking, though. 2-minute warning quickly approaching. Might be able to get one more play off before it, but nope. That is a 2-minute warning. We're controlling the clock on this drive. It's important to do. Don't really want to give the football back to the Chargers when they've been as good as they have been. Of course, they have punted. But they've got 2 touchdowns out of 3 opportunities to score touchdowns. It's a pretty good rate. We're going back to the tight end, DeMarcus Holmes. His, what, 7th, 8th catch of the game so far? It's wide open. Minshew finds DJ Chark. Kenneth Murray tried to get back in the play. Just didn't have the speed to go to his back like that. First catch of the game for DJ Chark. Sometimes it's tough to get him going. We can't throw a pick in the red zone here with Gambler. Laviska Shenault, way to haul it in. Nice catch. That's not a touchdown. That's such a nice catch by Viska. But just couldn't fight to the end zone. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. He shed that so quickly. I think we just fade him. And we just throw the ball up to him. Let's go up there. Get it. It's intercepted. I mean, it wasn't a fade route. I didn't throw it at the right time. Nothing went well there. What is that? What is that decision? Also, I got Mickey Mouse Band-Aids on my fingers. It is what it is. Could have been a better second half, or better first half for us. Could have been a better second quarter, of course. Need a better second half than our first half if we don't win this. If we want to win this game, I mean, it's 14-13. We want to win. We have a perfect season on the line.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, incomplete for Herbert. 4th and 1, they're going to punt from the 34. I think on 3rd and 1, you got to run there. Run game has been pretty effective so far. And they just opt to go a different direction. And that is not a good return. Quick pitch. Oh, that's a decent block, but it just fell apart. Andrew Norwell did not hold, and Dupree made the tackle. He's had a good game so far. I think that is unless they sign Bud Dupree in free agency, which I kind of doubt. I think that is a auto-generated rookie, but we got to go back to the big tight end. DeMarcus Holmes seems to be making this offense move. We just got to keep going back to him. We're taking a shot here. Oh, my goodness. Throw out a sack for Minshew. I think Dennis Peoples had it beat. Derwin James was on his toes. He was on his heels. And they're going to count that as a forced incompletion. I mean, that is just crazy. Bad call to run on 2nd and 10, but I don't know why I did that. Best punter on YouTube. You know the vibes. It's been a while since we punted. But here we go. Corey Bojorquez. That one will be returnable. Sidney Jones, big hit. And Morgan is down for us. What is happening with our injuries today? That is a great play by Joe Schobert and nearly intercepted by Quandre Sims. Injury for Morgan does not appear to be severe, but he's not really a difference maker for us. So that's fine. Trying to go this go route deep down the field, but that's wide open underneath. Marcus Williams needs to fill the lane there. Herbert has all day to throw. One-on-one, Sidney Jones knocks it up in the air and intercepts it. He's going to be down at the 1, though. Keenan Allen never made a play on the ball. Sidney Jones breaking out as Michael Jackson. But this is not a great situation for us, because this could be a safety. We need our O-line to hold up. Decent blocks. All right, Chark's got to run it off these DBs. Got to run off these DBs. Throw out a sack. Get it to my guy, please. We can convert this fairly easily. First read is probably going to be DeMarcus Holmes. If Dennis Peoples can get in there, that's fine. And pressure gets in too quickly. Aaron Jones in the flat. Can't get it to him. It's a decent punt by Bojorquez. Not really returnable. About as far as that could have gone. Man, getting frustrating with this pressure. It's almost like I have to block Aaron Jones on every single play, or else we are screwed. They're going to Keenan Allen there. They had kind of like a stack on that right side. Kind of made me nervous. I thought Taylor Gabriel was going to run some type of short route. Didn't really respect the go there, and they didn't run a go, so we were fine. Sidney Jones can make another play, and he did, but out of bounds. It's a run. First time in a while. Ronnie Harrison met him in the hole, but Eckler just powered through. Averaging over 7 yards per carry. You'd think that they'd try to work that into the offense a little bit more, but they've been throwing the ball predominantly. Herbert started out hot and has been less good since then. It is play action here. Trying to take away a bunch, but they have Eckler open as a receiver this time. And that's going to be a touchdown. That's my responsibility. I leaned over towards the middle. Hunter Henry post corner and scores a TD. CJ Henderson never saw the ball in the air. It was an easy throw. Down by 8. DJ Chark on a streak here could absolutely torch. I feel like he has. DJ Chark over the top. Casey Hayward just does not have the speed. There we go, Chark. And that's just the most immediate shed I've ever seen. What do we do against that? 2nd and 10. I mean, pretty much have to pass in this spot. But we have the big tight end. They don't cover DeMarcus Holmes. It's tough to cover a tight end. It is. Linebackers don't really have the ability to. DBs certainly don't. DeMarcus Holmes is just a major problem to defend. And this actually could work really well. It kind of depends on what those linebackers do. Got him to release, and it's going to be a DeMarcus Holmes touchdown. Look at that. Block and release. He barely released at the last moment. Dumped it down to him. He scores a TD. And, of course, we have to go for this here. I like this play, though. I like this play. Wide open. Dennis Peoples stood real tall in the pocket, waited for the opportunity, and then got it to our playmaker that has not been targeted enough today. It's 21 all. We had a close game. Need to play defense. Oh, big hit by Ronnie Harrison. The ball comes out and it doesn't matter. Can't recover. Is Herbert going to go deep here? He's got all day to. He's got all day to decide. This is a big 3rd and 10. I mean, this could be the game right here. And it's not going to be. And that's just great play design because we had to respect the deep middle. Had to respect it. Went deep sideline. Wheel route to the running back wide open. I didn't even see that. It might have been Taylor Gabriel. Jesus. 5 minutes to play. I mean, we got a pass commit here. Does that change anything? Change what the linebackers do, maybe. I don't even know how to do it. Outside. That should be a completion. I'm worried about the inside here. I think Hunter Henry on a quick slant could be super effective. And it's going to be open. Taylor Gabriel, TD. Hit him about as hard as we could with Ronnie Harrison. Didn't matter. Holds on to the football. It's TD for the Chargers. A go-ahead touchdown. 28-21. Do we want to play the time of possession game here? We're just going to have to throw it to DeMarcus Holmes. I mean, he had it off the rip. And he's injured! No! Don't be injured! DeMarcus Holmes has been such an incredible safety blanket for me. And now I feel unsafe. I mean, that's a major weapon. But maybe it doesn't matter. Colin Johnson up the seam. Oh, we're tight end city here. Back spasms will return soon. We're going to have Colin Johnson stay in, at least for this drive. Don't want to risk anything. Minshew is in the zone. Cannot throw an interception. Cutting this back. I mean, Linder's got to pick up somebody. Block somebody, please. Aaron Jones needs to stay in and block. I like Chark on a drag. And I'm looking for Dennis Peoples touchdown. And it's not going to be open. I don't like any of my options, man. Oh, we had it. We had it. If that was accurate, that's a Dennis Peoples TD. What does a field goal do for us? I mean, we're down by 7. I think we have to go for this. I don't think the field goal makes a lot of sense here. We're just going to take the... we're going to take a timeout. I got to think about this. We're going for it, and the game plan here is get the ball in the hands of your best player. So it's pretty much Dennis Peoples here. That's the read. And it's not really open. Couldn't throw an interception because of Gambler. The safety just was leaning over that side, man. I wanted a fade. I wanted a jump ball. I don't think it makes sense to take a field goal on that spot. We just couldn't get the right play. We just could not get the right play. And he just jumped off sides. They didn't snap the ball, though. That just maybe saved us the game. It's a run. You got to tackle him. Thank you. Thank you. 3rd and 3. It's going to be the 2-minute warning. We just got to overload and take out Eckler. We pretty much just have to commit to the run here. It is a run, and it looks like it's a stop. Only 2 yards. They're going to punt the football back. We will have just over a minute to drive down the field and at least tie up this game. My play call, man, was so bad. And that's frustrating. DeMarcus Holmes is back. Minshew still in the zone. I mean, we're gonna try and tie up the game with one play. It's not open. Check down. What? You can't tell me that that's a hold. You can't tell me. It's clipping, or it's roughing the passer. Roughing the passer. That's big. That's 15 yards on the end of the play. That stops the clock. Do we run a deep post here? I think we do. We should be able to expose here. Going to Marcus Holmes. Just go up and get it. They can't stop him. DeMarcus Holmes is the reason we win this game, if we do. Of course, it's only looking to tie right here. But that is an unbelievable catch. Going underneath. Bronson Rechsteiner down to the 1. And our starting tackle, Taylor Moton, is now down. Starting left tackle. Unbelievable. We're on the 1 yard line. We're running triple option. This is super dangerous. And I fumbled the ball. Hey, how do you fumble there? And we're going to lose because of it. We had the touchdown. He just dropped the ball. I didn't hit anything. That wasn't a pitch, clearly. Minshew just fumbled the ball. I mean, next gen is so bad. Minshew just fumbles the ball. He just drops the ball completely. Had the touchdown. How do we have the TD that ties up the game? He's not touched, and he drops the ball. First loss of the year. Sucks to lose that way, tell you that much. I mean, look at that. Aaron Jones could walk in. Could walk in. And it hits his left hand on the pitch attempt. It doesn't hit Kenneth Murray. It hits Minshew's left hand on the pitch attempt. That is a walk-in touchdown. When you try to give something to somebody, you're going to hand it to them with your right hand. You want to make sure your left hand gets in there and blocks it off. He punches the ball out of his own hands. And that's why we lose the game. I'm not sure you're ever going to see a tight end play a better game than DeMarcus Holmes just did right there. Like, yeah, he only had 1 touchdown. He had 229 yards receiving and 12 catches. He was ridiculous. He didn't drop the football. He mossed everybody. And in a game where Dennis Peoples has 3 catches for 32 yards, and DeMarcus Holmes won't stop getting open, and even when he's not super open, won't stop mossing people. We lose the game because Minshew throws the ball into his own hand. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Obviously, no sacks. We had an interception. Forced fumble by Harrison, recovered by LA. But man, that's a brutal way to lose. There's no real way around that. Upgrades for David Anthony, who is now up to an 80 overall with morale, even after the big loss there. And then Laviska Shenault will be into the 80s as well. Already is with morale. And if he could improve as a route runner, that'd be fantastic. So route runner is what we do there. Could be just more than route running, and it looks like it will be. As we only get +1 medium and +1 deep route running. Catch and traffic release, go up, awareness up by 2. And we have a tough matchup probably next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. They are 13-2. And we want to rest or start. This is an AFC playoff matchup. We're potentially playing for a first-round bye here in the AFC. I'm not sure who has the tiebreaker between Jags and Chiefs. I don't want to find out. If we are both 14-2, what if we have to play another game because of it? We don't get the first-round bye. Chiefs do. We have not secured that. We got to play this game. We got to win. We're not sitting anybody in order to win. Going to need to upgrade some guys. Chad Brown, of course, the defense was real quiet this past game. I'm going to do power rusher. If we can get that into the 80s along with speed rush moves, that's perfect. Look at that. Power moves into the 80s. Finesse moves already in the 80s. Oliver and Scott can get upgraded by the CPU. It's the game of the year in week 17. I mean, this is a future playoff matchup. We will be seeing the Chiefs again this season in the playoffs, for sure. Who gets the first round bye? Who doesn't? That remains to be seen. Thank you guys so much for watching the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
I hit it at the park, Ben Bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah. Promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah. I'ma turn taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speed burst good.